It's informal.
All right.
And actually, Hans, I was very intrigued that you shared with me that you have done some aerial dancing.
Yes.
Could you speak a little bit about that? How you were involved with that group and
So I started aerial dancing. We call it vertical dancing with Project Bandaloop in Berkeley. Very appropriate there. And I just saw these ladies coming in and practicing in a climbing gym, and I said, what are you doing? And she goes, well, we're vertical dancing, and we're going to have a performance here, and we need some climbers to kind of show us some stuff. And these are other attractive young dancer ladies, so I said, oh, well, I'll show you some things. Anyway, I just like to be on stage for whatever it might be, talking or presenting or competing, and I thought, dance maybe is just like rehearsed competition. So I said, what are you doing? Maybe I'll try it out. And one of the things I kind of agreed with her was that I wouldn't do any what I called horizontal dancing, which is dancing on the ground, because I don't know anything about that other than, high school dances and college dances. But she kind of got me on the ground a couple times and had me do some toe pointing and stuff, and I always make fun of it, but I went with it and started learning some things to move slowly on the rock. And we learned that, like, as you're kind of moving we learned that as you're moving smoothly on the rock, comfortably on terrain that you're used to, it's like, wow, it is dance. And so she would just keep telling me, my choreographer would just say, let's just go across the rock the way that's most comfortable for you, and don't try to be like a ballerina or anything, just move. And sure enough, when I saw it on video afterwards, it's like, wow, that does look really cool. And so I performed with them for 2 years doing their performances when they first started, and then I went off and got busy, and they've gotten really big and have done things on the sides of skyscrapers to, like, the tune of Houston Symphony Orchestra and all this great stuff. And so I've come back around now, and I'm rigging some for them recently, and
okay.
I've been trying to collaborate with them to do some sort of speed piece, because I'm known for speed climbing, and I'd like to do a very fast-paced dancing, vertical dancing sort of thing with them. Haven't connected to do that yet, but they're intrigued to try it out.
Oh, and can you speak a little bit about partnering or partnerships when you're dancing, just in general, anything on that topic? Because when you're doing the aerial dance, I'm assuming I've seen some people are not physically touching, right?
Sometimes,
like
yeah.
They are sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you speak about that? Like, what makes a good partner?
Well, in vertical dance, what makes a good partner for some pieces is a very different size, so that you can move the person around and have a very active moving person, a light person and a very big, tall, theoretically stronger person. But other pieces, it's great to have exact same dimensions, because we do counterbalance things, and you want to be able to push off each other and have the other push off, and then you want to, like, counterbalance go up, counterbalance go down, and so it's really great to have exact same size people for the symmetrical pieces. So it depends on the dance in vertical dancing whether you want, size-wise. And then, other attributes like just their ability to move the same as you. Some people are more lockstep rap, and others are more smooth moving. I tended to be more just kind of want to move fast on things, and didn't want to hold poses so much.
Have you always had this since you were very young, this need to be fast?
No, it didn't have a need to, but it had a desire and need to be active. Always climbing trees or fences or moving around, doing stuff, outdoors stuff. So movement was always required.
Okay, and so this partnering, I understand what you're saying about in dancing. So for climbing, when you partner with people, are there sometimes bigger people are better or smaller people?
Well, in climbing, it's more a cultural thing. You find someone say, oh, this has been my climbing partner for 20 years. I'm one of the few people, I believe, that loves changing out partners. I've climbed the nose with some 70 different people, and I think that's unheard of, that people have climbed with so many different people. a lot of people might think that I climb with Steve Schneider a lot, but I climb a lot, so I do climb with people a lot, but I climb with a lot of different people, and I learn something from everybody I go with. Sometimes I learn something that I don't ever want to do again, but I think you learn little teeny things from different people. You're like, wow, you know, if you flip your knot this way or that way, it makes it more efficient, or whatever it might be. And so that's what's cool about climbing, is that I found older guys, quote unquote, more experienced guys like me, can keep up with the younger guys on diverse terrain and traditional climbing, because if you keep up with learning all the new techniques. And so you do that by climbing with